night. I'm just going to shut this door. Don't want my dog jumping in on me. I've got wet hair from where I've just been jumping around filming other things for you. Yeah, I just filmed a abs and arms class, which is basically a low impact class, and if you've got use of hand weights and things like that, it's an upper body workout and a core workout, okay? And we're going to be putting that onto YouTube. But I've done that because a few people have said that that's something that they wanted. So basically, if you have got any requests, if there's something you'd like, and you haven't done it for a while, or if there's a particular exercise we do in the class that you haven't done for a while, something that benefits you, just drop me a little message or inbox us, and we'll reply to that and see what we can do, okay? We're here for you. Aww, isn't that sweet? Okay, so we're going to do Pilates. If you've got knee problems or back problems, then you just need to stick to the options that I'll give you as we go. If you've not done it before, that's fine. I'm going to teach through the levels for you, okay? So level 1 being your beginner, your base level, and then building it up gradually from there. And when you get to a level where you feel that you can work effectively, stay with that level. And sometimes don't be surprised if one day you're stronger than the other. Also, don't be surprised if you've got one side stronger than the other. Okay, it's just a natural thing, okay? Until you build it up and you correct that. So we're going to start with a little bit of a mobility, a little bit of a warm-up for the body, get you in your standing position, and then we'll get you working. We'll be down on the floor. We'll stay on the floor for the whole session, okay? Please do feel free to rest at any time, especially if you find your body shaking. That is your body telling you need to rest, okay? So just have a little rest, have a little breath or two, and then come back in when you're ready. Okay, so if you're good to go, we shall start. Toes and knees pointing forwards, shoulders down relaxed. Make sure that you're lengthened all the way through, from the head down to the heels. You don't feel lopsided, you don't feel like you're leaning. Good. And I want you to find your neutral spine. So you're tilting the pelvis forwards and backwards. You're going to find the position where your back feels the most comfortable. It's referred to as your natural lordotic curve, okay, your neutral spine. You'll hear me say that a lot throughout the session, and that's all I mean is comfortable back. Core muscles, the pelvic floor. Imagine that the pelvic floor muscle, the muscle from within, the one you'd use to stop mid-flow, imagine that's attached to a lift, 10 floors to the top floor, yeah? And I want you to draw the pelvic floor all the way up from within to floor number 10. And you're going to lower it down to floor number 5, and then you're going to lower it down a little bit further to floor number 3, and that's where you're going to leave it. So you know you're holding it, you know you've drawn it up, and that's where you're going to leave it. You're going to maintain it from this point on. Imagine you've got a belt around your middle, 10 notches on the belt. Pull the belt into notch number 10 as tight as you can. Loosen it out to notch 5, to notch 3, and leave it there. So you know you're holding through the centre of the body. You can feel some tightness around and through your waist, okay? Next thing you need to do, keeping your neutral spine, keeping your core muscles in place, is to breathe from your rib cage, and we call this lateral thoracic breathing, okay? So place your hands on your ribs, fingertips touch. Take a nice deep breath in, open the ribs, and release. Take a nice deep breath in, open the ribs, and release. And relax the arms down. So all we need to do now is a little bit of a mobility to get the body ready. You're just going to gently pedal through from one side to the other, keeping the body lengthened and upright. Allow your shoulders to gently rotate one way and the other way. Place the feet down, lift all the way up onto the toes, and release. And again, lift all the way up onto the toes, and release. One more time, lift, lengthen all the way up, and release. Good. Just going to step your feet out and ease across from one side to the other. Make sure your feet aren't going to slip, please, okay? Bring one arm forward and round, mobilise around the shoulder, through the knee, through the hip flexor, and change sides. try not to lean over while you're doing this. Keep that back lengthened and upright. Holding it in the middle. Feet in slightly. Bring the arms out to the side. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, lower down. Look to the fingers on one side. Breathe in, come to the center. Breathe out, go the other way. Breathe in, come to the center. Breathe out, go the other way. Breathe in, come to the middle. Well done, breathe out. Into the center. Bring the arms forward. Breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. Look over the shoulder. Breathe in and return. Breathe out, rotate. Look over the shoulder. Breathe in to return. Good, so you're mobilizing through your spine. Keep those hips nice and still. Last one here. Coming into the center. Release the arms down. Stand central. Toes and knees point forwards, okay? You're just going to gently begin to roll down through your back, okay? Tuck the chin into the chest. And gently begin to roll down through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow your arms to hang relaxed. And then when you're ready, breathe in. As you breathe out, begin to roll back up. Rebuild your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. As you get to the top, relax the shoulders. Reset your posture. So one more time, roll all the way down. Chin into the chest. Your lowest point, relax those arms. Carefully begin to roll all the way up. Rebuild your spine. So we roll down this time and we're going to come down to the floor. Please remember, rest at any time, have a drink at any time. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, gently roll down through the back. Soften the knees. At your lowest point, walk your hands down, lower your knees down. I'd like you to bring your hands out slightly wider than your shoulders. Level one on your knees. Breathe in, bring your chest forwards and down. Breathe out and push all the way back up. Breathe in, bring the chest forwards and down. Breathe out and push up. Now if you want level 2, you're going to be taking the legs further away into 3/4. If you want level 3, then you're right up on those toes. Now your breathing is a breath in on the way down and a breath out as you push up. So it's the opposite to a normal press up that you might do in the gym, okay? So breathe in to lower. And we're doing it slow and controlled. Hold deep breath in. And then that whole breath out to come back up. All the time while you're working here, I want you to think about the core muscles. Are they engaged? Is your neutral spine in place? Don't allow your back to dip or arch. Good. So in your push-up, please complete one more repetition. After that one, you're going to bring the hands in. You're going to lower down. Now you're going to have your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Your legs are extended and slightly apart. You're looking down between your wrists. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to draw the pelvis up. We haven't allowed our bottom to come up, we've just drawn the pelvis up. And this is our level 1 of the leg pull. Now if you want level 2, you're going to be coming all the way up onto the toes. All the time, you've got to keep looking down. Now, if you want to go further, I'm not going to bring you up onto your hands. All I want you to do is take one arm further away, out to the side, without allowing your hips to tilt. Hold and breathe. Now you can do that with your knees down or with your knees raised, but keep the body central, keep the arm in place. We'll keep it there for 2 more breaths. Then you can bring that arm in and swap sides. Make sure you are drawing up through the core. Hold and breathe. Knees can be down, knees can be up. You don't have to have the arm out at all if you don't want to. So in your leg pull, working through your core, I would like you please to take one more breath, and once you've completed that, carefully lower all the way down onto your front. So as you come down, you're going to extend your arms and your legs, okay? So you're in a nice long line. Once you've grasped the concept of the exercise, you'll need to keep your head down. So forehead will be down. So point the fingers, point the toes, breathe in. As you breathe out, one arm and the opposite leg lift, and then as you breathe in, they're gently lowering back down. Breathe out to raise. Breathe in to lower. So carry on for me. If it's too much, you could do just a leg or just the arm on its own. So it's up to you. Breathe out as you raise. Breathe in as you release. Keep that head either all the way down or only very slightly raised, but you've got to keep looking down at the floor so that your neck is in line with your spine, okay? Your neck is part of your spine. You have to keep that nice lengthened position. Breathing out to raise, breathing in to lower. Point your fingers, point your toes. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to release. I'm going to ask you please, in your swimming this is called, making sure your belly button is drawn up for 2 more breaths, 1 with each side. Once you've completed those 2, you're going to slide the arms back. Don't let me rush you guys, okay? I'm guiding you through, but make sure you finish your repetitions, okay? Don't let me rush you. Elbows will come back under the shoulders. Knees will stay down at level 1, up at level 2, hold and breathe. So we're back into leg pull. We're keeping our arms exactly where they are. We're not moving our arms. What I would like you to do is slightly raise one leg. Slightly. Okay? It's literally that far off the floor. What's that, 6-7 inches? Yeah? Just slightly raised. But because you've lifted your leg, your hips may well want to drop. We don't want them to. We've got to stay nice and central. So if you've got the leg lifted, take it down and swap sides. Hold and breathe. Now you can have your knees down, or you can have your knees up. Entirely up to you. Either way, I want you to draw up through the belly button, so all the work comes from the core and the lumbar spine. So I'm going to ask you for 2 more breaths. If you've got a leg raised, you're going to slowly lower that back down. Then you're going to gently lower and transfer onto one side. Now, as you come onto your side, your head is going to rest down on your arm. You've got a straight line from your fingers all the way down to your toes. So your hips, your knees, your ankles, all stacked one on top of the other. This hand is there for your balance, okay? Head down, look straight ahead. Don't kink the neck. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise both legs up without rolling your hips forwards or back. We're still in this nice lengthened position. So we're going to be doing our side kick, Okay, so breathe in, point the toe. Breathe out, top leg comes forwards. Breathe in to return. Breathe out, bottom leg comes forward. Breathe in to return. And repeat. Top leg kicks forwards. Comes back in. Bottom leg kicks forwards. And comes back in. Carry on for me. It's an exhale, a breath out as your leg comes forwards. A breath in as it returns. Keep the core in place. Now you could allow both legs to move at the same time, bringing one forwards and one backwards. Hand is there for balance. If you don't need it, you're taking it away. You could then also even take it all the way over. Keep that body lengthened, nice long line. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. Only allow the legs to go as far as comfortable. If your hips start to roll, you need to make the movement smaller. Hand is there for balance, or we've taken it away, we've placed it on the thigh, or we've taken it all the way over. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. And I'm going to ask you please, for one more here, then you're going to bring your legs together, point the toes, breathe in, lower an inch from the floor. Breathe out, they come back up. Breathe in, they lower an inch from the floor. Breathe out, they come back up. So those legs are lengthened. They are in line with your body. You're breathing out as you raise and in as you release. Only lift as far as comfortable. Hand is there for balance. Take it away if you don't need it. Lengthen through the side of the body, through your waist. And I'm going to ask you please for 2 more breaths here. 2 repetitions. Then you can allow those legs to carefully, excuse me, I've got itchy nose, carefully lower all the way down. You can bend those legs in and give those hips a rub if you need to. And then you're going to push yourself to sit nice and upright. So we are going to start with our legs bent, our feet down. Shoulders down relaxed, chin is up off the chest. You're going to breathe in, tilt the pelvis under, so finger into the belly button. Breathe out and lower only as far as you can go. You're then going to breathe in and start coming up. And then as you breathe out and come all the way to the top, I want you to bring one knee in. Then breathe in, tilt, foot goes down, breathe out, lower. Breathe out, start the lift. And then continue all the way up. Knee comes in. Breathe in as you lower, tilt and lower, and then start controlling the movement all the way back up. Breathe in and tilt, breathe out to lower. If you can go all the way down, that's great, guys, but remember, you've got to get all the way up, keeping those knees in place. They're not wobbling. This knee is coming towards you, yes, but it's not coming out to the side, it's coming directly in towards the body. So it's 2 breaths in and lower, and then 2 breaths to get you all the way back up. And as you come up, we're lengthening through the spine. Breathe in and tilt, breathe out and lower. Breathe in, start the lift, breathe out, continue all the way up. So this is a little adaptation of our roll up. Strengthen through the core and through the lumbar spine. And I'm just going to ask you please for 2 more repetitions. So 1 with each leg. If it's too much with the leg, then leave the leg out, okay? Once you've done those 2, you're going to gently allow yourself to come all the way down onto your back. I'm going to ask you to lengthen your legs all the way out. Now, if you're like me and you have a lower back injury, it might take you a few moments just to get comfortable. That's fine, okay? Shoulders down, relaxed. Core muscles in and in place. Point your toes away from your body. Breathe in. As you breathe out, one leg comes all the way up. Point the toes to the ceiling. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly begin to lower the leg towards the floor, keeping it straight. When you get halfway, breathe in and hold. And then breathe out, continue all the way down. Once that leg is down, the other leg comes all the way up. Breathe in. Breathe out, begin to slowly lower. Get halfway, breathe in and hold. Then breathe out, continue all the way down. Once that leg is down, other leg comes back up. Now it can lift quickly, but the slower you lower, the harder you're going to work. And that's why we're using 2 breaths, so the movement can be really lengthened out. Okay, the leg can be as straight as possible. The movement is slower and more controlled. If you want to go further, you're bringing your legs together. Both legs come up. And then you gently, keeping them stuck together like glue, they gently lower all the way back down. Don't allow your back to lift too high up, okay? But also, don't allow your back to push too far down. You've got to work where your back feels the most comfortable. If you get to about here and your legs want to drop or bend, then you need to stick with the one leg option, okay? Core muscles zipped up, pulled in. Leg comes up, breathe in. So you should be alternating from one leg to the other unless you're doing the double leg option, of course. Strengthen through the core and the lumbar spine. I'm going to ask you for one more with each leg. If you're doing the double leg option, just do one more. Once you've completed those, you're going to bend your legs, feet down. You need to find neutral spine. So you can tilt your pelvis a couple of times, find the position where your back's comfortable. Then breathe in. As you breathe out, one leg comes up to a right angle. Knee above the hip, ankle in line with the knee, right angle behind the knee, okay? Strengthen straight into the core and the lumbar spine. So this is called the 100, okay? And we're just holding and breathing. But if we want to go further, we're bringing the other leg up as well. We're making sure neutral spine, comfortable back is still in place. Knees are in line with each other. Your shins are facing upwards. You could then decide possibly to bring the upper body up, chin off the chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, push the hands down. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, push the hands down. Strengthen through the core and the lumbar spine. If you want just that one leg option, absolutely fine. If you have only got one leg raised, I'm going to ask you to do one more breath, then allow it to all lower down. Bring the other leg up. If you're doing both legs, just carry on, yeah? Make sure you've got good start position. If you want the pulse with one leg up, that is fine. If you just want to hold that leg in place on its own, that is also fine. You've got the double leg option with or without the pulse. If you want one more level, legs come out to 45 degrees. Core muscles in. Don't allow the tummy muscles to dome upwards, okay? Only work as far as you are comfortable. Deep full breath in through the rib cage. Full breath out. With or without the little pulses. With or without both legs. I'm going to ask you please for 3 more deep full breaths. and the lumbar spine. Once you've completed your 3, if you've got the upper body raised, that comes down. If you've got both legs raised, one leg at a time comes down. And then other leg gently lowers. So we all end up with our feet back on the floor. You're going to breathe in, bring the first leg back up. Now you are going to keep this leg bent at a right angle. Breathe in, breathe out, touch the foot down. Breathe in, bring the leg up. Now keeping it bent, you're going to allow it to open out to the side and then come back up to the middle. So your toe touches down, moving from the hip flexor, not the knee. Comes back up, opens out, and comes back in. Right angle all the time. Don't lower the heel. Just to make me see it a little bit better from this angle. Breathe out as you lower. Breathe in as you raise. Breathe out as you open. Keep the supporting knee soft. Breathe in as you return. Breathing out to lower, in to raise. Breathing out to open, in to return. Strengthen through the core and the lumbar spine. Deep, full breaths. I'm going to ask you please for one more of each movement. Opening up through the hip, strengthening through the core and the lumbar spine. Once you've completed those, allow that foot to lower. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the other leg up. Shin faces the ceiling, knee above the hip. Breathe in. As you breathe out, touch the foot down. Breathe in, lift the leg up. Breathe out, open the leg out. Breathe in, bring it back in. So you're keeping your supporting knee nice and soft. The leg that's moving, you're keeping that leg in the right angle. Breathing out to lower, in to raise. Breathing out to open, breathing in to return. Strengthen through the core and the lumbar spine. Deep, full breaths, slow, controlled moves. And I'm going to ask you, please, for 2 more of each movement, so 4 breaths in total. Breathing out as the leg moves away. Breathing in as it comes back up. Maintaining that right angle behind the knee. Once you've done your 2 moves, you can allow your feet to lower and then lengthen all the way out. So you're giving yourself a nice long body stretch from the fingers to the toes. Well done. From here, you're gently going to transfer over onto your other side, okay? And you're going to lengthen the body out into that nice long line. Head resting down on the arm. Your hand is there for your balance. Hips, knees, ankles, all stacked, one on top of the other. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise both legs up without rolling your hips forwards. Breathe in, top leg, breathe out, kick forwards. Breathe in to return. Bottom leg, breathe out, kick forwards, breathe in to return. So any problems, you can move just your top leg. You've then got the option of moving the bottom leg as well. And then your final option of allowing both legs to move at the same time One leg coming forwards, one leg going backwards, keeping them as straight as you can. Hand is there for balance. If you don't need it, you're taking it away. Remember, pull in, pull up. Lengthen the body into a nice long line. Point the fingers, point the toes. Well done. So in your side kick, you're working through your waist, you're working down the top of the leg, and you're also working through your spine. So I'm going to ask you in your chosen level of side kick for one more repetition. Then you're going to keep those legs lifted, held, and still. Bring the legs as close together as possible. Breathe in, they're going to lower an inch from the floor. Breathe out, they're going to come back up. Stay with those legs stuck together. Breathe in as they lower. Breathe out as they come all the way up. Legs remain in a nice straight line. Hand is there for balance. If you don't need it, take it away. As you lift those legs, you're working directly through your waist. Breathe out as you raise. Oh, and in as you release. Only lift as far as comfortable for you. If you're starting to roll, make it smaller. I'm going to ask in your side raise for one more repetition. Then you can allow those legs to lower all the way down and give that leg a little bit of a rub if you need to. Well done. From here, you're going to carefully bring yourself round into box position. Wrists, elbows under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You've got that thigh gap, okay? So you're going to breathe in, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. And then breathe out and release. So you're coming into cat stretch. Breathe in, tuck it all up and under. Breathe out and release. One more time in cat stretch. Round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, stretch the back. And release. Well done. From there, you're just going to push yourself back into a crouched position. Now, if you want to hold on to anything to help you up, then just move towards that now, okay? All we need to do in a moment is place the feet flat and roll up through the back. So when you're ready, tuck the chin in, place the feet down, and then slowly begin to roll up through the spine. Rebuild your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Allowing the head and the neck to raise last. Well done. Feel free to just play with your hair and straighten your clothes. We all do it just as we roll up. There's no way you can just see us, but I'm still consciously doing it. Well, you lot can see me at least. So you're back up in your lengthened position. We're making sure we keep our neutral spine in place for as much of the rest of the day as you remember. You're going to make sure you keep your core muscles in place for as much of the day as you remember. You're going to lift up onto your toes. Remember, good posture and core strength improves balance. Gently release. Lift up onto your toes, balance, and gently release. One last time, you're going to lift up onto the toes, balance, close your eyes if you can, and then gently release. Well done. Any problems, queries, questions, just drop us a little message. You can do it privately or in the comment box and we will get back to you. Please enjoy the rest of the day. The sun is still shining. We've got the swimming pool out now, so I am going to go and run and jump in there in a moment. And then we're out for a lovely walk tonight, as it's my birthday today, so we're going out just for a little walk in the countryside. Have a lovely rest of your evening, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. What have we got tomorrow? Let me double check. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, bet it's going to be something jumpy bumpy. Yes, it's your combat, hit combat. Thank you, Caroline, you're very welcome. And then you've got LBT tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So well done, thank you very much. Take care, see you again soon. Thank you, Caroline. Take care, bye-bye.